Jiu-Jitsu's leg-locking giant killer, Lachlan Giles, came out of retirement for one match only to take on everyone's grappling hero, Marcelo Garcia. Believe it or not, both of them did this just so their young kids can watch them compete. I flew down to capture the behind the scenes of this generational super fight, just hoping to make a documentary about two competitive older dudes grappling, but ended up learning quite a few life lessons along the way. So please enjoy my behind the scenes look at Lachlan Giles versus Marcelo Garcia.
The last ADCC I was 36 years old, which Cade Rotolo won, and yeah, he was 19, so being 36 and losing to a 19-year-old, that's enough to to make you want to retire.
This will be the official fight kit.
Official rash guard. I've got my submitter shorts, so
Always on brand.
yeah, better show that while we're... Okay, sure.
Sorry, how do I properly pronounce your name?
Lachlan Giles.
Lachlan Giles, okay.
How are you?
Mitch.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
It's your shorts. That's my shirt. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm Janica,
Yeah, hi, how are you?
producer
Yeah,
for TV Production.
My name is Wade. Yeah. Take this one for your duty and about XVD.
I need to do a hydration test. Thankfully, the color of my submitter shorts matches the...
You have a big matchup coming up against such a legend. How do you prepare?
What does it mean to you personally to face someone many considered the greatest grappler of all time?
Hey, how are you?
This is your first time seeing him since you got here.
First time seeing him just then.
Why is Marcelo the GOAT?
That weight division, 77 kilos, is the most stacked. Like everyone he's gone against is like very good, and just the win in the way he was with the submissions was, yeah, I think that's probably the main.
He wanted to come back and prove to the world that he's still the old Marcelo with some new tricks up his sleeve after he recovered from his cancer.
I've heard you say you saw Lachlan in 2019.
You made history as the giant killer.
What do you remember feeling and thinking in that moment?
He did a great performance.
He's one of the best leg lockers in the world.
I was not even ready to compete back then, but then I felt like there would be a challenge that like I want to test, not myself, but I want to test my jiu-jitsu.
We really never see Marcelo compete against a leg locker like Lachlan.
Somebody that's on my weight,
He is a submission hunter.
someone that probably gonna try finish me.
Honestly, against anyone in the world, like if there's certain positions I get to, I can finish. There's lots of positions where if he gets to, I definitely don't want to be there. Absolute nightmare if he can pass the guard, get towards side control, mount, or the back.
Do you think this is like a new school versus old school?
I think Marcelo's game is actually completely congruent with the new school.
If you always know you're gonna win, it's not fun to be there. It's just like, it's what makes winning exciting, when you know you can lose.
It's a good one to go out on as well, you know, my last match. So coming out of retirement to officially retire against the best to ever do it.
Win, lose, or draw.
Win, lose, or draw, yeah.
Right? Do you want that chance to say goodbye? And because I think
Yeah,
I
it'd be
think
nice.
it would be
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
deserving for you to get that opportunity.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah? Okay.
It's like bumping into an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I'll let him go on the elevator first. Save the awkwardness.
It looks good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's got a larger head outside of that.
Yeah. I think I got a little more hair. So like, he's got more ADCC titles, I've got more hair. See you at the hotel, have a fun flight. Bye.
I'm heading back to the airport I arrived at last night.
All right, yeah.
I just want the shot of them arriving, so I'm gonna go.
Oh really? You're gonna
go through the 2 hours.
you're gonna make me feel bad for not being there. I'll have to go there as well. I don't know if I lost it or if I had my Amazon Kindle somewhere, but I had it on the plane.
I like that you and Craig have equally messy bags.
Oh yeah. I think I might have lost it.
Oh no! When's the last time you saw it?
I was reading it on the plane.
What were you reading?
Just like a book on like AI and intelligence. Like what is intelligence?
What did you learn?
I don't know. I'm not smart enough for it. Alright, let's do it.
Is that okay?
I'll ask if it was on the plane.
Let's switch. Yes.
It's Marcelo's
Oh, the Reddit.
Reddit. Hey, it's multiple time world champion. I take on Lachlan Giles this Friday at 1 night. I said, what's your game plan? He hasn't answered yet.
Okay, now for the fun stuff.
So out of character for me. I just scream at him.
Scream at him.
Like this? This?
That's good. down. 3, go. Good. Good. One more. 1, 2. Do one more. 1.
Think about someone canceling sub better.
2, 3, go. Not too bad. Okay.
More push-ups.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Can you imagine floating weightless like a satellite in the black sky?
Bit old for modeling now, right?
You could be the George Clooney of the grappling world. You.
Guys, thank you very much.
Yeah, best of luck. Yeah, thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Are you doing your ring time on Friday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You wanna check the ring, right?
Yeah. I can actually like bring someone and like
You should
move around on it.
You should.
Yeah.
You should. You just get the feel of it because it's pretty different.
Is it? Okay.
There will
I guess
be
so.
moments you will be going out of the ring.
Oh,
the
right,
referee
yeah.
will
Yeah.
time and
Yeah.
then pull you guys
Yeah. Okay.
back in. So yeah, get the
All right.
feel of it. Thank
No
you so
worries.
much.
Thank you. I want to be in guard.
So you have to just get after it.
Sometimes you get this situation where they pull away and you end up.
Say you attempt an Imanari roll and he rips out, you have
Yeah.
to just stand right back up again.
I do.
Yeah. So if you
that
don't
needs
really
to be
get
like an
contact,
engagement.
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
it needs to be engaging.
Yeah. Okay. That was the main thing. Was just like the part of my strategy I hadn't fully worked out. If he wants to be like pulling away, it's actually very hard to. I mean, he doesn't want me attaching to his legs, so I think that's going to be hard.
Interesting. At least you got a couple of days to think through it and workshop some stuff.
Yeah.
Lachlan is definitely the underdog for sure. But again, this is a different rule set. It's not in an open mat. It's in a ring. Submission attempts are awarded. While on paper, Marcelo would look like the heavy favorite, I'm not sure that's really the case going into the match in this particular rule set, in this particular environment.
Dorothy, why are you here at the airport?
I'm here to pick up Livia Giles and make sure she doesn't get scammed by a taxi and to give Walt a train toy.
Why are you here?
To get my Kindle. Nah. We got a drink of water. Went and asked Thai Airways lost and found. It wasn't there. They checked it wasn't on the plane. Went up to level 6, all the way up there. So they were like, yeah, we found it. So they gave me my Kindle. And then I started walking out. I was like, got back to the escalators. And then I was like, where's my drink bottle? So then I realized I left my drink bottle on the counter of the lost and found. So I was too embarrassed to go back and get that. So
One of the things I wanted to understand was why Marcelo, who was on a massive win streak, breaking all these records, entering his prime, suddenly left competition in 2011 and just exited the spotlight completely.
I felt that like I want something new. I wanted something different. It's not different than jiu-jitsu. I want to I felt I want to just take more my time to my students, for example. And I don't want to just take care of myself. I don't want to compete. Doesn't make me like more or less happy, even if I win or lose. A couple years later, me and my wife would decide to have kids, and that's when I felt like more complete. And then I realized probably it was just part of like a fatherhood that was getting to me. You know, I mean, I felt like I was just getting ready to be a father. So I didn't really retire, just transfer my energy for something else. But I was always hoping to go back, always.
Hello! I can't believe you guys drove here. And I said, who's going to win? And he goes, Dada. What do you say?
what do you say?
Open it.
No, what do you say?
That is the right thing to say.
Yes! What do you say? Yeah.
And then obviously when my kids came, they were very little. And I was like, oh, this is a lot harder than I could imagine. I don't think nobody's prepared to be a father until you're a father. And you're like, oh, this is like a full-time job. When you do it for you, you can stop. I'm good with this. But then when you want to do it for your kids, you do a lot more. And then realize, I didn't know I have that much more energy than I used to do before. Before I used to just train and go rest. And I thought I was tired. Now I'm tired. I'm still waking over here like doing all the part of the task. You know? But then my kids is getting older now. They're not like a baby. You know, they don't need me like 100% of the time. And I realized like I think I can go back to go compete now. And then they start to get into jiu-jitsu, like, you guys would like to see me compete? Like, yeah, it would be fun. And I was lucky to people still reaching out for me, even like 14 years without compete, people still, I felt blessed.
Okay, both team. You're gonna say cheese.
Now, in the moments when we weren't chatting and getting to know each other on the ride back from the airport, I did wonder to myself if there was like a deeper reason why Lachlan wanted to take on this challenge. Like beyond getting a famous scalp, I don't know, there's something he wanted to prove to himself. I knew I only had a couple of days to get him to open up, and we had a pretty packed agenda. But first, family in tow, it was time to train jiu-jitsu.
How was your morning? What did you get up to?
I took Walter on the pool. We went on the train just to go on a train. He's been saving it to show you.
Oh wow, pink smoothie. She's gonna be so impressed. Hardest jiu-jitsu gym to find in the world. It's on level 20 in the back of the car park, but it's a cool gym.
What are you gonna do? What's your aim today in rolling?
Roll with Jozef and not make the same mistakes as yesterday.
You're gonna bash Jozef today?
I don't think so.
And then 4 minutes, and then I'll help you.
It's kind of like inviting me to like.
Lachlan, Marcelo, what do you think?
Stylistically, it's going to be tough for Lachlan. I think I favor Marcelo in this matchup.
I don't know, it just depends how Marcelo plays it. Hey, I feel like
I never rode Marcelo, but I rode with Lachlan.
What a match! It's crazy. It's
exciting,
like
right?
Australian legend versus Jiu-Jitsu legend. You know, obviously Lockie's a legend of Jiu-Jitsu, but Marcelo was the man for such a long time.
I think just Lachlan is more up to date with all the recent. Like he's still on the front line, right?
the Lachlan, if he gets on a leg, I feel like he could leg lock him. But it's just whether he can get there is the question.
Obviously, Lachlan could just leg lock him and surprise everybody like he did before.
Every time we roll, he like dives under Nemanari. It hasn't worked yet, but maybe he'll pull it off on the big day.
This is Marcelo Garcia we're talking about. Nobody can sleep on him.
I think if you have a close attack, you get 1 point. This is a very good reset for Lachlan, I think.
I'm great with kids.
Unfortunate timing.
Great timing.
From whose perspective?
I need to build his confidence before trial. Look at this defense. That's the thanks I get for preparing her.
Just a quick troubleshooting. And then if you turn that out.
During training recently, Jozef had some counters for Lachlan's leg entries, and so it's really awesome just watching Jozef troubleshoot with Lachlan and find solutions to problems and problems to solutions, and just watching these two wizards work was really cool.
At some point, we'll try to.
I've been using the tricep a lot because it gets me attachment, but it comes with a high risk.
Speaking of Jozef, I did want to say a quick thank you to everybody who watched and enjoyed my recent documentary about Jozef at the ADCC Asia Trials. If you want to support me, I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm not very far away, so if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to support Lachlan, Submeta is the best. Like, instructionals are good if you want to deep dive into one subject, but when it comes to jiu-jitsu, I like to explore a lot of different things. So personally, I find Submeta the best of both worlds. It has the depth of instructional, but has the breadth across all of jiu-jitsu. When I'm stressed out editing and making videos, my favorite way to procrastinate.
From there we can look to submit, usually with either the one-arm choke.
Submeta is the best. That's it for the shout-outs. Back to the video.
Are you excited for the match? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the cooler matchups, right? I kind of like both of them, and I don't know, it feels quite cool. Yeah. It's like two different eras of jiu-jitsu, kind of. I don't think anyone in this gym does like really strong leg attacks. Quite different. I'm not sure if he...
Yeah, that's my feeling.
I mean, that's the big question mark with the match, I think, right?
You excited? For weigh-in?
Yeah.
I'm excited for after the weigh-in.
Alright.
Last time I'll ever be this fit.
A dad with abs.
Dad with abs,
yeah.
You gonna do a forward roll on the bed wall?
Yeah.
Yeah? Show me. Whoa!
Oh, that's pretty good.
Hey, can you take your shoes off though on the bed?
Okay. Whoa.
Do you notice a very big difference between Audrey and Walt in terms of like boy and girl?
She just likes playing with dolls and, you know, like likes trying to feed, you know, she'd be like trying to feed her dolls and some stuff, and Walt's just like, he's just interested in trains and
Jump!
around.
I want to make more windows for the train.
You want to make more windows for the trains? I don't think they're going to use this window. They use different types of window.
Everyone's gonna go on brand.
Where to?
So the weigh-in, Dad has got to stand on scales and weigh himself.
Sit there.
I gotcha.
Dad, go in this side. That when I'm going to jump. Put your legs there.
You're not jumping on my leg.
You
That's what Marcelo said to you.
Yeah.
Alright, full disclosure time. I only reached out to Lachlan and Liv when I heard that they were considering bringing Walty down to watch the fight. I think I just got inspired creatively to try and create this time capsule, this moment that they could show Walt when he got older, without fully thinking through what we were going to do with Walt while Lachlan was fighting and Liv was in his corner.
Are you ready? Here we go.
So I started playing two roles,
That's Escalation.
filmmaker
Escalation.
and nanny, in case they needed my help, and praying that Walty would not try and do this during the actual super fight.
What's going on here?
Just having a Snickers. Wanted to make sure I made weight and then I can eat a bit more. Yeah.
Let's go eat.
Yeah.
Don't be running that fast. I don't think you want to go in the traffic.
Time was flying pretty quickly now, and we only really had one day left to figure out what that boxing ring and that arena feels like, what is our game plan and strategy for Marcelo, and what is the game plan for Walt.
And it's a really big day for Dada, and it's really important that you're going to be a good boy. Do you think you can do that? Do you think you can control your emotions a little bit better today? You think you can?
Yeah.
Right.
And what can we do if you can't control your emotions? What should we do when that happens?
We go home all together.
Oh no, but we can't go home because Dada's going to be fighting Marcelo Garcia. Yeah, I'll carry that thing. So what will happen if you can't control your emotions? What should we do?
I'll go home by myself.
You'll go home by yourself. Should we put away your trains until you can control your emotions? Or should we take some deep breaths?
I am gonna go control my train.
You're gonna control your train?
How's the mat feeling?
Good. Yeah.
Pretty solid, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You won't have any problems.
Wonder if I slide.
That's so cute. I think you're gonna sit with Rohit tomorrow. Look at this guy.
This is actually good for you.
That's good for retention.
Okay? So you're just not allowed to shout or talk very loudly when Dada's fighting, okay? You're gonna do so great.
Unless you can put a big man voice on there.
Are you gonna write a speech or just wing it?
I don't think I'll write one. I'll just maybe have to write down a couple of points I want to say. I'll try not to make it too long.
Daddy.
Hey Audrey, I miss you.
I love you, Audrey. I miss you. Do you like being with Babcha?
The answer to this question is yes. Audrey does like being with Babcha. I also learned that Walty is not just a connoisseur of trains. He has a deep passion for escalators and elevators. Where are we gonna go now? And escalators.
We're fighting.
You gotta get it. Oh. Oh, you got a single leg? Get the other leg too.
And now what?
How to get from double leg to saddle entry.
Oh, from double leg to saddle entry. Do you want to do it on Dada?
Go, double leg.
How do you go to saddle entry?
Oh, jeez.
There we go.
Walty, inside or outside heel hook?
Inside.
Inside heel hook? Okay. Whoa.
Now you tap Dada.
You gotta tap Dada.
Okay, I let go.
And now outside heel hook.
Now outside heel hook. All right. Such a little leg. Now you tap. All right, here we go.
Good job.
Yes.
The real question on everyone's mind, now that we got a feel for the actual venue, was how is Lachlan gonna get to his guard against Marcelo without being penalized? And we had one last training session to figure it out.
Mostly want to just work how to pull guard. I saw like we'll kind of troubleshoot a little bit. Okay, so Imanari. Problem with Imanari is you can just move back, but that's like everything except just jumping guard. It's kind of hard to practice jumping guard.
You can just like run and jump.
I can KO myself.
Just don't break
I
Marcelo.
know.
Just don't
I
break
don't want to risk that.
Marcelo's
Against
knee.
Imanari, he went like double wrist.
Oh yeah. I think this is good.
But if he steps up, you gotta get up. Maybe if I'm like this, it's okay. But I think if you kick out and step away.
What was it like seeing Marcelo in real life for the first time?
It was very nice. I was excited. I saw Marcelo. Yeah, we all love Marcelo. So you know what you should do? You should shoot like this. Look, just shoot like this.
Yeah.
Just shoot like this.
We did that during the match. But if you see a chance off the Imanari, tell him.
I was such a big fanboy. My best friend printed out my picture.
Never really practiced.
Got it signed by Marcelo and hold it and took a picture with Marcelo like that.
I think if I play the match all from guard, he'll probably get a decision.
Give him the leg, I think maybe.
You reckon? Yeah, that looks dumb.
Can go like.
Yeah.
Like moon.
Land hard, but you land good.
Get this out. Even if I grab the leg, the moment I grab, you go.
Like I don't want to do this because if you take me down, like this is bad. But if I come in like yeah,
It's a deep.
I think this is like try to mess up my play.
real one.
Secret one.
That's the secret one. Secret one. Get to the legs, tight control. That's our best. His best shot, wrestling up into a rear body lock, or grabbing a like front headlock, go behind and stuff. Either high elbow guillotine, cause some reaction to come on top. But even mounting him is like a big danger, you know? Like giving your legs. That's why stylistically he needs to be very careful. We need to be careful too. That's Marcelo Garcia. MG in action. That's basically how I learned jiu-jitsu.
Will you be thinking about this anymore? Or will you try and just block it out now?
Probably not. Probably not much. I'll try to block it out. Just on the day, it's really that initiating phase that I just gotta. I guess I gotta just go with that.
It seems like the biggest question mark for you right now, right?
Yeah. I just want to end up on my back without. Like that's actually. That feels good because I feel like I can get an excellent K-guard entry. Like not just a. It's not just a guard pull. It's like it's better than sitting.
We borrow the Muay Thai move.
Yeah.
Clinch, knee block.
Because it's Lumpini.
Lumpini, yeah, this fits.
The Lumpini special.
It's Lumpini special.
Do you like competing?
Not at all. I'm a pretty competitive person.
Oh, you okay? Then what is it that you don't like about competition?
It's the pressure and the nerves. It's it's much more comforting to just just go and watch.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel when I actually go there, but I'm hoping I just have fun, enjoy it. You know, like I'm gonna be pushing hard to win, but I hope I enjoy the process. I'm under no illusion that this is that this is a battle between it's not like prime Lachlan versus prime Marcelo. You know, even if I win, it's you can't walk out going I'm better than Marcelo. I'm the best in the world. There's none of that going on. But at the same time, he was the best, and I highly respect his skills, and it's like a really, really good challenge.
Is there one factor more than anything why you want to win? Like, is this to prove something for yourself? Is it's good for business? Is it if you had to pick one? What is this?
After 2019, I had obviously my breakout performance. I thought in 2022, if everything lined up well, I could still have a chance of doing really well in my weight division. And then I kind of, fighting the Toddlers and sort of feeling it in my training camp that I was getting older, I thought, okay, well, probably no point doing another ADCC. And I never felt like it was worth competing again if I couldn't do something better than I'd done before. And I think this is a chance to still do that maybe. Maybe I'll achieve something that I think is, if I can beat Marcelo, he's, the greatest of all time. That's it's a challenge beyond what I've accomplished. So I think that's sort of what gives me some motivation.
It also became increasingly clearer to me how much Liv, a lifelong competitive athlete, sacrificed her own competitive career to build a family and to build a business with Lachlan.
It's hard because you get nervous in a different way. I get super nervous when he competes, but you can't do anything about it, and you don't get that adrenaline dump, But it's pretty cool, especially after coming out of retirement and seeing him train hard again and stuff. It's pretty epic. It's nice to bring, as hard as it is, it's nice to bring this and kind of show him our world as well, what we used to be before kids.
What would you want out of tomorrow?
Just for Lockie to show really good jiu-jitsu. And probably not that he doesn't, but good attitude to show Walt and stuff. And I think they both will, so it's pretty cool. But it would be pretty epic, if he wins, and I think he can, that would be pretty cool. That would be legendary,
To lighten the mood a bit before we headed back, I decided to poke a little bit and try and understand their relationship dynamic a little more. Who initiated the first date?
Yeah, Lockie, you initiated the first.
Whoa!
That was me, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Lockie said,
Flooding.
Lockie said, I'm going to the movies tonight. Yeah, I was like, that's good for you. And then I invited myself.
Liv bags my dating tactics, but here we are.
That's so bad.
I mean, having a relationship that works is hard enough, but then you work together as well. How does...
Most of the time I get annoyed, to be fair. We used to work as physios together, now we have the gym together. He was, you know, like obviously my coach or is, but then we're in a relationship and we have kids. It's like there's many different hats, but I don't know, seems to work.
As a newly married man, what advice do you have for me? I'm 2 weeks in.
2 weeks. Happy wife, happy life. You say yes, take her out to dinners, ask her how her day was.
She's gonna
Talk about feelings.
list all the things that she thinks I don't do well.
You should talk about feelings.
How do you feel right now, Lachlan? Tell us your feelings.
Pretty good. Pretty good, yeah.
You're not gonna make him cry.
One of the big downsides to my immersive, hands-on style of making videos is I really do get attached to the subjects. I want them to win, I'm scared they're gonna get hurt, and it's not like anybody wants Marcelo to lose either. How will the fights go? Will Walty be comfortable? And how will we all feel when it's all said and done? Fight day was finally here.
Good morning. You rest okay?
Yeah, I slept pretty well.
What about this little fella? Do you sleep well?
He slept very well. We had to wake you up and said it's not morning.
This guy's here.
Yeah, he's the janitor, the second janitor of the crew. Because we're here to clean up.
Clean sweep.
How do you feel about your athlete stretching so far?
I think he should be holding his stretch for a bit longer, but I'm not gonna argue against it. You know, he's pretty known for his stretching. Stretching and cardio, his two physical attributes.
I've got a stretching instructional.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to have a fight.
Why be not in the white ring? Why be in the
Because we have to warm up here, and we only go to the white ring when the fight's on.
when the fight off?
Then we go and we leave the white ring. And then we can go try to find some trains, hey? How's that sound? Pretty good? World's most dangerous blue belt.
I've literally never felt less of a man than warming up in an MMA and Muay Thai event doing Jiu-Jitsu.
What's going through your mind?
Trying to get prepared, make sure. I want it to feel like a continuum from this into the ring, you know, like not a separate thing. I'm fight after this one.
The best advice I got for competition. One match, one exchange at a time.
Okay, we're going.
Let's put headphones on. No, I'm right here.
Lachlan giving his leg, hoping Marcelo will take the bait and put him to the ground. Not a penalty to pull if he does it this way. And we are started now. His right leg over, he can have a legitimate catch right there. Marcelo's holding on to Lachlan's right leg with his left hand. Lachlan climbing his hip over. Now here's the K-guard that he loves to use. This is dangerous. Marcelo's clearing his knee line. Okay, he's free. Now he's rolling. This is a problem. That's wow! I can't believe it with the knee bar. Unbelievable.
What a win for Lachlan Giles. Rewind the tape. That happened so fast. We got to take a look at it again.
It was similar to a knee bar, but like I said in the beginning, that foot was twisted. So when you look at that ankle, it's almost like a heel hook slash knee bar together. This is why he does it. This is the reason right here why he came back. So his son could finally see him compete against the absolute GOAT.
And I can say one extra thing, just, you know, if everyone in the sport could be more like Marcelo, you know, nice, respectful, there's no trash talking. He's a great human being, amazing grappler, and clean as well. Like, I think just everything about him, he's the perfect idol in jiu-jitsu. So thank you, Marcelo, for letting me have this match.
One final time, give it up for the Australian grappling legend, Lachlan Giles!
I guess my last question, I was gonna ask for some advice for your opponent. You are about 2 minutes or less removed from beating Marcelo Garcia. What did it feel like in it?
And honestly, like, good, but also, like, I respect him so much, like, you know, there's a little bit of sadness as well, which is weird, but yeah.
And I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Lachlan also has 2 kids, right? So no matter what happens on Saturday, what is your advice as a more experienced parent for Lachlan?
That's like makes me very proud to be able to share something about like the fatherhood, to be a parent, like, because that's like the best part of everything. That's what in the end is gonna count the most. The whole hard train, the whole like you want to win, like, it's great, but at the same time, like after going through a big challenge and go home, have your family waiting for you. To have that is like overcome any happiness and any pain, you know. So just, I hope he enjoy his family, you know what I mean, after and before the match, because that's gonna be the best part after this, you know what I mean, to have like your family, you know, no matter what, you know. Appreciate it. That was great. Thank you. Thank you. That was good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope that's not too much. I've stolen your guillotine and everything I can. Thank you so much for that one as well.
I hope there was.
The high elbow is everything. Thank you so much for watching. YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this other video that I've made. Love you guys. Bye.